Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Cull Obsidian Build-A-Figure wave of Infinity War, Marvel Legends, Thor. I gotta figure out a better way to do it. I'm just gonna say Thor from now on, or whatever the character's name is, because it wouldn't make sense if I called Black Widow Thor, but you get the idea. This is arguably the best Thor figure we've had to date, with one exception, so there's definitely a little bit to talk about. Let's go ahead and get him off the stand so we can take a closer look. This guy stands just about 18.5 centimeters, just shy of it, which makes him just about just a little bit shy of 7.25 inches. And like I said, this is arguably the best figure because there are some serious issues with it, but at the same time, there's some seriously nicely done things. As far as the paint goes, it's pretty good. The paint for the black around the red is pretty clean up here. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. We have the nice molded plastic for his scale mail. We have a little bit of gold going on in his boots down here, so that's okay. Some various finishes throughout. That's okay. The paint job for the head, well, we have different things. The hair is done really, really well. It's a good sculpt, good paint. Can't complain about that. The face, well, it has that tampography kind of like paint job where they just lay it down, and it doesn't really look like Chris Hemsworth. Maybe the paint could... I think the sculpt is off a little bit, but either way, it's a decent enough job. It's a good attempt. The eye's the wrong color, though. This eye right here, totally the wrong color. So maybe they changed it in production, but in the movie production, or maybe Hasbro just did it wrong. But either way, it's still kind of a cool head sculpt, so that's all right. And then we have some accessories. We have his new hammer axe thing with a Groot arm, which is called Stormbringer. Right? I think it is. And then we have the lightning effect that kind of snaps onto it, so that's pretty cool. Nice touch. However, with the lightning effect, he should have his nurples on his suit should be glowing as well. So you have to get the 2-pack one if you want that, which they kind of flip-flopped them and didn't quite do it right, so that's a little bit of a bummer. And then the other issue we have with this guy is articulation. The head does work nicely, though. Up and down is no problem. Full rotation, a little bit of attitude, just a little bit of leaning, but it's there, so that's good. Shoulders... it can be done. They're very stiff. They go just about horizontal, though, so that's okay. They're very difficult to pose, so be careful with that. Full rotation, bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbows, okay. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. However, he should have the vertical kind of hinge rather than horizontal, but that's the way it goes, I guess. It's a bummer, but it's not a deal breaker, so that's okay. Sculpt work, by the way, is very clean everywhere on this guy. Diaphragm joint, very nicely done. Probably one of the better Marvel Legends diaphragm joints. A little bit of gapping here and there, hard to avoid that. So that's not a complaint. Just works very nicely, no problem at all. Very well done. Now here's where the biggest issue is. His hips are bad. They're floppy and they're connected. That is not okay. They do go out to the side very nicely. They do go forward, far enough. They go back a little bit. We have a thigh swivel. They are floppy. I wouldn't mind if they were connected, but they are completely flaccid. That is not good. The only way you can pose them is if you leave one in place and pose the other one against it. Then there's no flop at all. So what that means is they're connected to each other and they're floppy within the crotch, but the hips themselves are not floppy. It's somewhere in the junk region that's floppy. That's probably a sentence I've never said before and will never say again. I hope. Anyway, the knees work just fine. They have decent range. And then the ankle, all the way back, all the way forward. That's awesome. And then an okay ankle rocker, ankle hinge, swivel hinge. So yeah, it's a really, really solid Thor figure. He should have the glowing nurples though, so that's kind of a bummer. But we do get a really nicely done Stormbringer, Storm Caller. I can't remember the name. That's okay. And lightning, so that's good. Yeah, it's a solid release for sure. If you like Thor, if you like movie figures, go ahead and pick it up. I think you're going to enjoy it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have new videos up almost every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you come back for all of that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Click the bell if you want to see more. And in the meantime, keep collecting.